Good morning. It is our Monday morning message, and we're going to see if we can get Lori popped on with us this morning. Let's see. And hey, there she is. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so it's our Monday morning message. Hope everybody's doing well this morning.
That's right. So we're going to talk about communication. So we always talk about living intentionally, and what that means in your life might be different than what it is in mine. But one thing that's sort of consistent is communication. So we all communicate. And if we start communicating in an intentional way, what could that look like? So, we've heard, is it true? Is it kind? Is it necessary before you speak? And so that's sort of a filter you can put your words through before you deliver a message to somebody or talk with somebody. And so what would communicating intentionally look like for you? Because we've all said things that didn't quite, wasn't how we meant it or was hurtful. And so how do we start changing that and shifting that so that we're intentionally communicating in a way that uplifts people?
And I think some of that's taking cues from who your audience is. Like Lori said, it's sometimes we say things that we didn't quite mean that way, and it landed differently on someone than we expected, and we've hurt someone's feelings when really that was not our intention. But maybe we didn't set an intention, or we didn't really take a minute to pay attention to where that person was in their day, their life, their outlook, right? So I think just knowing who your audience is, if it's not kind, is it necessary? That filter is perfect. And there are situations where you can change an entire energy in a room by reading your audience and knowing what may need to be communicated. Whether it's, hey, I need to throw in a pick-me-up here today, or there's an intense conversation going on, and what you have to add can really maybe be impactful for somebody else, but making sure that you're saying it in a way that it lands well with your whole audience.
Right, or not speaking at all. You're what the grandmothers always say: if you can't say anything kind, don't say anything at all. And so sometimes that's the most appropriate route. And so this week it's just really about monitoring that, being more aware of how you're speaking, what your body language even is saying, what energy you're bringing to conversations, and just being more mindful of that, because if we're all trying to create a positive world, we got to take some ownership in how we communicate with people.
And I think also how we accept communication. So there are times when something's communicated to us. So not only given your gift of communication, but how you receive it as well.
Yeah, so I had an example this past week where someone was not kind. What they said was not necessary nor really truthful. And in the past, I think if I had not been as aware, I would have probably let that hurt me or had a more negative reaction to it. But when you can sort of see through and understand that maybe they're not coming from a great place or having a bad day or whatever that's going on, you can start to sort of realize that, you don't have to be hurt by what they're saying, because it's really more about them than about you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. So just our what we want to leave y'all with is just be intentional with your words. Be intentional how you receive other people's words. And you guys have a great Monday. Hope this resonates with some.
Yeah. Have a great week.
Thanks.